In addition to recording the video about the switch issues, I'm going to speak about the occupancy issues, because those issues are, oh gosh, this thing again. The occupancy issues are actually not an issue. This is part of the schedules that are in place. So right here we have business open, and we did this with me and Dante of MSR Lakeview. All these schedules are Monday through Sunday, where floor 1 break open area 1, floor 1 open office, floor 1 vestibule, floor 2 break open area, floor 2 elevator lobby, floor 2 open office, floor 2 vestibule restroom entry point, floor 3 elevator lobby, floor 3 kitchen and dining, floor 3 open area, floor 3 storage vestibule entry, floor 3 sunroom. All of these spaces are set to turn the lights on to 100% light level and disable their occupancy sensors from 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday until 4 p.m. all of the same areas, then have their occupancy sensors re-enabled starting at 4 p.m. Now, in the event that these spaces are not occupied at 4 p.m. or after for the occupancy sensors to take over the spaces and turn the lights off, we also added in midnight off sweeps to all of the same spaces to sweep the lights off at midnight in the event that they're not triggered, the occupancy sensors are not triggered to then take over the spaces. This is because it's not entirely 100% sure how the building is going to be used yet. So in reality, all that the point of focus is going back to these areas where the switches, which literally the bottom button by default is already supposed to be scene 0. This is an actual bug in the programming. It was confirmed while I was on site that this is a bug. I should be able to, this is absolutely how it should have automatically been. This is the default configuration. Now, I can't even save the default configuration. There is a bug. A workaround has been figured, and a firmware update to the future should be expected. But this is all, these switch problems are all I'm really worried about. We were replacing switches at first, because replacing the switches with spares that we had was solving the problems. We ran out of spare switches, and we ended up getting some guidance from the factory and a workaround solution where we unassigned the devices from their space back into the construction zone and then reassigned them back to the spaces, and it was allowing us to at least retain these bottom buttons to go back into action. So when we go to site, we're going to have to buzz through all the switches, and whichever ones are doing this right here are going to have to be unassigned and reassigned to their rooms so that they can properly perform correctly. And in the event that they go haywire and do this thing again until a firmware fix is found, that's not because of my poor programming. That's just because there's a flaw in the release of the newest software. And this site is using master switch controls, where switches are controlling, switches are going to be controlling areas other than themselves, and we have the touchscreen set up doing master switch controlling of all the areas. So this was the firmware that we had to run with.